Okay, sorry. Let's roll. Today's session, I'm going to give you, I think the best use of this script is actually email, but you can adapt it for text as well. This is, of course, Texting Tuesday, every Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, where I share scripts and templates you can use to send to your database, your real estate database, to get into conversations with buyers and sellers and create more client opportunities for you. And I've got a great one for today, one that will spark some great conversations and directly lead to some appointment opportunities if you use the script. Do me a huge favor. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button or the heart button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you have subscribed to the channel. If not yet, make sure you smash that bell to be notified of new live sessions like our Texting Tuesdays, and make sure you hit the like button on the actual video. If you're watching on LinkedIn, do me a huge favor and hit the like button or even the light bulb button. There are some great resources, additional resources for you above or below the video in the description, including the opportunity to schedule a time to chat where we can strategize how to build a pipeline of clients flowing your way if that's something you're struggling with, or we could talk about partnering together. Lots of things that we can talk about in particular to grow your business. There's also a great free class. Let's okay, we do have a bunch of comments. Let me just make sure that it's working. Okay. So it is working. Good. All right. We can hear you now. Good. All right. So thank you for commenting below. I do have a question. I am curious what CRM you are using currently. Comment below. What CRM are you using currently? Are you using KB Core? Are you using Lion Desk? Are you using Wise Agent? Are you using Follow Up Boss? Are you using Top Producer? Are you using Sierra Interactive? Are you using Boomtown? Are you using Sync? Are you using, I don't know, are you using Engage More CRM? I think that's one. What are you using as a CRM? I am curious to know below. Of course, always on Texting Tuesday here, we're using KB Core because that's the CRM that I'm using. It's one of the many benefits of being with EXP. And so we use it. And it's a great platform. We've got Market Leader, we've got KB Core, we've got FUB, Follow Up Boss, but I also have Chime. Okay. Line Desk, Sierra Interactive, Boomtown, KB Core, etc. That was more just a question out of curiosity for me, and just transparently, despite the algorithm a little bit, especially since at the beginning there was no sound for a few minutes, or maybe not a few minutes, but a few seconds anyway. Bob says KB Core, another one for Line Desk. Good. All right. So this script, you can use it for your buyer segment of your database. You can use it for the seller segment of your database. I've adapted both, and I've even planned ahead today, and I'll explain why. Okay. There is an additional resource that I'm going to include in the document that you can get access to. I'll let you know how to get access to the document that my guy Mike puts together after these sessions with the actual scripts, etc. And I've got a bonus resource, and it's a great activity for you to do monthly, at most quarterly, at the least. And it's a formula and a process for creating a market forecast. So you have essentially a crystal ball, what's going on in your market, and it's a bonus resource. Now, why do I mention that? Because you're going to see in this script that you've got to have some information or data that is the reason for you to send this email. Okay, the reason for you, as I mentioned at the beginning, the name of this one is the Did You See script. The Did You See script. So what I want to do now is I want to show you these scripts. I'm going to send them out, and then I'll talk to a little bit more detail about what this bonus resource is and why it's relevant in this particular example. So let's go ahead. I've got to share screen. And I've actually I planned ahead a little bit today. Actually created these emails as templates, so we don't have to spend a whole bunch of time doing that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you the filtering process here. And the reason why I do this every week is depending on the script, you may want to be reaching out to different segments of your list. And so, whatever CRM you're using, you should have the ability to filter those contacts. And it's one of the things that I like about KV Core is it's relatively easy to do that filtering. So I'm going to choose category new lead. I'm going to choose. We'll start with seller, and I don't want to have the FISBO in this. Okay, FISBO or expired, actually. I want to exclude those. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to include the expired, but I'm just going to exclude the FISBOs. And I'm going to say has email and subscribed. I'm going to apply those filters. And we'll see what we have as far as contacts here. Bear with me. Come on. My computer is making noise, which is, I think, was causing the audio problems as well. Something is up with my computer. But let's see here. So, which is bogging it down. We've got 1,500. Wow. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this filter. I'm going to save this filter, and I'm going to call this seller new lead email sub 816 22, because I could go and in bunches of 250 I could send to this email out, but instead I'm going to be more efficient. I'm going to go, well, not to the lead engine. I want to go to the marketing engine, and I want to do scheduled mass email, and I'm going to go schedule email contacts. We're going to look for seller new lead subscribe. I'm actually going to send this out tomorrow morning. When you have the ability to control your messaging, especially email, I think sending it out, 7:30, 8 a.m. in the morning is optimal. But what I would say is sending it is better than not sending it, right? So don't let scheduling it keep you from sending something. Okay, so here is the email script, which again, I think this is better as an email script, but it can be adapted for text. And I'll give you an example of what that text will look like in a minute, but I wanted to get this out first and foremost. The subject line is, did you see this first name? Question mark. Did you see this first name? Question mark. And notice I've intentionally put all lowercase, except for their name will be punctuated properly. Okay. I've intentionally done that. And the script is very simple. Hey, so-and-so, just saw some data that's going to have an impact on your property value. Would you like to get together to take a peek? Thanks, Josh. Okay. So I'm piquing curiosity, and then I'm asking a simple question. Would you like to get together to take a peek? Yes or no? Am I going to get a ton of yeses? No, I'm not going to get a ton of yeses. That's okay. I'm going to focus on the yeses that I do get. I'm going to include my agent's signature, and I'm going to schedule that out. Now I'm going to go back to my CRM. As soon as that loads up, and I'll show you how we could adapt that for a text message. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go back over here. And the filters should still be applied, I believe. Okay, they are not. So in this case, I'm going to go new lead. I'm going to go contacts, seller. I don't want the FISBO. going to say has email, has phone, has email, subscribe to text. I'm going to apply the filters. And I'm going to send out just one batch here because I want to keep this moving. I want to share the buyer version of this. And I want to let you know how you can get the document that has the scripts, the bonus resource that I mentioned, etc. And maybe I'll even, oh no, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I think I can show you the bonus resource. Okay, so I'm going to go to page 3 here. So I'm going to go mass text. Hey, Josh with eXp Realty. Just saw some data that will likely have an impact on your property value. You like to get together and take a peek? No, thanks. Okay, so hey, first name, it's Josh with eXp Realty. Just saw some data that will likely have an impact on your property value. Would you like to get together and take a peek? Let me know. Thanks. Bada bing. Okay. Let's actually let me do this while I am working to load up the buyer segment here that we're going to send this out. If you would like the document that Mike on my team puts together every week that will have all of the scripts, the templates, the variations, as well as the bonus resource that I mentioned from a buddy of mine by the name of Chris and Levi, I guess 2 buddies of mine, Chris and Levi Jones, which is it is a Google spreadsheet that you can use to create a market forecast and look at a market update and market forecast, so you can stay, on top of what's happening with home sales in your market. All you have to do is comment below. What should we comment below? Comment below 816, 816. Comment below 816. It's August 16th. So comment below 816 if you would like the document with everything as promised, templates, scripts, the variations, and the bonus resource. And as you are commenting there, I'm going to clear these filters. And I'm going to go new lead. I'm going to go contacts. If it'll let me. Uh-oh. There we go. Buyer. And I'm going to say has email, subscribe to email. And I'm going to save these filters. Buyer, new lead, email sub 8. I'm going to save. Apply. So comment below 816, today's date, 816, if you'd like that document. Mike puts those together after we wrap up here. So whether you're watching live or after the fact, you want to comment below 816. Give him 24 hours to get that to you. If you don't see it within 24 hours, just go ahead and email Mike at growwithjosh.com, Mike at growwithjosh.com. So now we're going to go and we're going to schedule out the buyer email. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Same subject line. Did you see this, Josh? Hey, Josh, just saw some data that's going to have an impact on your home purchasing power. Would you like to chat about how? Would you like to chat about how? Thanks, Josh. Okay. Just saw some data that's going to have an impact on your home purchasing power. Would you like to chat about how? Boom. We're going to schedule that out. And tomorrow morning, I'll start to get some responses from that one way or another. They might be good. They might be bad. Who knows? We'll find out, right? So comment below 816, whether you're watching live or after the fact, if you'd like the all of the scripts, the templates, the variations, the bonus resource. I mentioned the bonus resource. So let me go ahead and share what that is. So, or what that looks like. So this is the Google Sheet. And when you have the link to it, you're going to want to hit File, Make a Copy. Okay, File, Make a Copy. And you're going to want to watch this. If you click this link here, it'll open up a Loom video of Levi walking you through how to plug in the data and get this shareable data. Why is that relevant to today's script? Well, because some of that data is what I'm using as reason for sending that script. Okay. On the buyer side, I could simply reference the fact that interest rates have come back down some, which means their purchasing power has increased a little bit. Or I could reference the fact that there's some special financing programs available that builders are offering that would increase their purchasing power, or on those particular new construction communities, right? So you have to have a reason or something of value to drive that conversation, right? And that's easy enough to find. You just have to go and look at some data, right? Maybe the one to the buyers is around how there is lots of data and information showing that inflationary conditions, inflation has a much more negative impact on renters than on homeowners. And you send that to an audience of aspirational homeowners, right? So there's lots of ways that you can do it. I didn't share the text version of the buyer one, but you get the idea, right? Hey, Josh, I just saw some data that is going to impact your home purchasing power. Would you like to chat about how? ? Hey, Josh, just saw some data that's going to impact your home purchasing power. Would you like to chat about how? Let me know. Thanks. Josh Schoenly, eXp Realty. There you have it. Mike will include that in the document as well. Many of you have commented 816. I appreciate that. We'll get that out to all of you. As I mentioned before, if you don't get that information that you're looking for, email mike@growwithjosh.com, mike@growwithjosh.com. We'll get the replay of this out for those who want to take a second look. We'll get that out to you tomorrow morning. Please check out the additional resources you'll find above or below this video. Most importantly, please actually use this information and get yourself in some conversations with buyers and sellers to turn those conversations into opportunities to serve more people in your market. In other words, use this stuff. As always, if there's anything at all we can do to help or support you in any way, you can reach out, comment below, send a private message, email my guy, Mike, or just schedule a time to chat with me at growwithjosh.com/chat. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and talk soon.